It's a real 1-2 punch we have coming at us this weekend, Jeremy.
We've got the first punch in right now, right in the jaw, and that's the cold air. And the second punch comes in on Sunday with the snowfall. And because the cold air is in place, snowfall will easily rack up into the 8 to 12-inch range. But there are some signs that there could be a little bit less than models were originally predicting. Now, yesterday we were looking at models, we were looking at data, and it looked like there could be over 20 inches of snow in a vast majority of our spots in northeastern Pennsylvania. Now it looks a little bit less likely that we'd hit that 20-inch mark, but more likely that most of us would get about a foot. And that's why we waited until this morning to give you totals so that they would be more accurate as we got more accurate data in. Now the first punch, of course, Scott just talked about it, is the cold air, and that's why we have the weather impact in effect through Saturday. Frigid temperatures in place. You got to bundle up. Frostbite can set in just 10 to 20 minutes with the temperatures we're expecting. There's an extreme cold warning in effect for Carbon and Monroe counties. The rest of the region under a cold weather advisory from the National Weather Service. We're down compared to 24 hours ago from 15 to 25 degrees. So we're already noticing the fingerprints of this cold air. Look at north and west. Cherry Spring State Park, this is not a feels like temperature, folks. That is the actual temperature right now on the thermometer in Potter County. -3. We're at 3 in Wellsboro, 0 in Mansfield, 7 in Lopez. Temperature right now in Scranton in the teens. Same for Bear Creek Township. We're at 17 in Selinsgrove and Elysburg. And when you factor in the winds, it's feeling like -11 right now in Wellsboro, feeling like -3 here in Scranton. Same for Storuca, feeling like -8 in Mount Pocono. We had gusts today up to 40 miles per hour in Mount Pocono, up to 43 in Williamsport, up to 39 here in Scranton, and winds are still sustained, and that's why we have such a stark wind chill difference compared to the thermometer reading, because winds are sustained right now at 20 miles per hour in Scranton and at 21 in Mount Pocono, making it feel all the more cold. Tonight we'll get down into the single digits, likely hitting 2 degrees here in Scranton, and highs tomorrow will struggle to break 15 degrees. Here in Scranton. Temperatures further north might stay in the single digits all day. For spots in the Susquehanna Valley, temperatures in the teens. Similar story for your Sunday. Will be in the teens all day. Warmest temperature I see on the map is 20 degrees down in parts of the valley cities and down through the Poconos. We could possibly see 22 in Palmerton and southern Carbon County, but that's about as warm as it's going to get this weekend. Feels like temperatures will be extending down into -20, -25 degree territory in Wayne and parts of the Poconos. The rest of us feeling like below zero pretty much all day on your Saturday. So make sure you take this type of cold seriously and drip your faucets to make sure your pipes don't freeze. And if you're heating your homes using a generator or maybe a space heater, use those safely too. It's always important to remember that. There's a live view at Blue Mountain in Carbon County. Cold temperatures aren't keeping folks off the slopes. Current temperature right now, again, 14 degrees. Feeling like -3 here in the backyard with those northwest winds at 20 miles per hour. There is a winter storm warning in effect for the entirety of Pennsylvania, extending up and down the eastern seaboard as we track the winter storm in development right now. Now, right now we just have clear skies. That will change soon, folks. We'll start off tomorrow sunny, but then we see the clouds in on the way, and by Sunday we're going to be dealing with snowfall all day. Here's the low pressure system. It's currently taking shape in parts of northern Texas. We have some icing right now over North Texas into Oklahoma, and this system will slide to the east and then right up the eastern seaboard, intensify and bring us our big snowstorm. We have weather impact alert in effect for Sunday through Monday morning. Significant snowfall. We will have to shovel and plow it. And again, most of our cities expecting between 8 and 12 inches, if not more, in northeastern Pennsylvania. So the low is going to track down towards the south. Most of the moisture going to remain to our south tomorrow, and the snow doesn't start until Sunday morning. But the latest model runs indicating a faster moving system. So the low develops off the coast and it sweeps across the state Sunday. By Monday morning, we're pretty much wrapped up with the snow. There also looks like there could be some dry slots, meaning that it's not going to be snow constantly every single hour on Sunday. There could be some breaks in the snow. So tomorrow, waking up to sunshine, it will be very cold out there. Clouds filling in throughout the afternoon. Snow showers starting around 4 a.m. on Sunday, continuing throughout the day. But look at the picture possible around 4 o'clock. Some lighter snow showers in between the heavier bands and possibly in the evening hours. There was a break there. Looks like it could end up finishing up before midnight on Sunday. Here are your snowfall totals. There will be some mixing down further towards the south for spots south of the Poconos. Even in parts of the southern Poconos could see some of that mixing of sleet, and that will tamper totals. There's your 7-day forecast, but most of us going to expect 8 to 12 inches. There's your 7-day forecast again. 14, 16 are your highs for Saturday and Sunday. The weather impact alert extends through Monday morning because we'll still be cleaning up, and Scott, temperatures will be cold through next week with feels likes in the single digits and teens pretty much every single day.
Well, that gives us something to look forward to now, doesn't it?
As long as we have the proper attire, we can handle it.
You're an optimistic fella, Jeremy. I like that.
Yep.